before starting the session, so my sincere pranams to my beloved Guruji, Mercy Patriji, and also the Mahavatar Babaji, and all the astral masters. So my sincere pranams to all the entire universal masters. Friends, today the spiritual wisdom. So we'll try to understand. So how the awareness is going to lead to the awakening. So in our life, in everybody's life, for that matter. What exactly the awareness? What kind of awareness we all have in general, and what kind of awareness we need to have? The first of all, everybody is having the highest awareness in this life, especially in the current society, in the current world. So what exactly happening is everybody is having a awareness with his own body. That means everybody is having most of the awareness with respect to the body consciousness. It means they are very much aware of the outside world, and also they are very much aware of the body consciousness, the body with respect to their own physical body. And also sometimes, so whenever we think, whenever we do some mind activities, we become aware of our mind. Until then, we will not be becoming aware of our own mind, my dear friends. So most of the times, everybody lead this kind of life. So what is meaning of awareness? The awareness, it means, friends, so the awareness means it is called alertness, it is called mindfulness. So this is called awareness. Awareness means it's called mindfulness, it's also called alertness. So whenever we are mindful of something, okay, whatever we are with it, whatever we focus, so we are completely with that. Completely we are with that. So then we are purely aware of it. It means when we are living with when we are living with a great consciousness, when we are living with the great presence of mind, when we are living at the present moment, it is called the awareness. This is called the pure awareness. So this will happen for everybody in their own life, my dear friends. So whenever you are, let's say you are learning a music, so you are with the music and you are learning it, and you are completely you are living with the present moment at that time, and your mind and body and in fact your consciousness, everything is working there. That means you are completely aware. You are completely at that present moment when you are learning the music or singing, whatever it may be. So you are completely aware of that. So that's how. So we are aware of whatever we are doing at that current moment, my dear friends. But most of the times, what happens is in our own life, so we lose this future, this kind of particular, the kind of a character, the awareness. The awareness is the quality of our soul, basically. This is a quality of our soul, our own soul, my dear friends. Most of the times, we become unaware of whatever we are doing it. We are doing something and we are unaware of it. Still, we will be doing. That means we are sleeping and we are in the sleeping mode. We are not in the alert mode. When we are in the non-sleeping and we are in the alert mode, then we have a complete awareness about what exactly we are doing right now. So most of the people are there, the sleeping mode, wherein they do something, they are not aware of it, and they will just keep doing it as a mechanical thing. Always try to understand the awareness is something which is not mechanical, my dear friends. So most of the times, what happens is in our life, whatever we try to do outside, in the outside world, it's all of mechanical. It's all of mechanical. So in the mechanical life, it means your physical life is a mechanical life, more or less. So that is where what exactly is required is you need efficiency in order to do the more work. It means every machine is measured by its own efficiency. So if you are a machine, what will happen is, so you can be more efficient. But you need not to be so aware, right? So just you need to do whatever the task is given, like a mechanical machine. So that's a different thing. But a person, like a person who is in the path of seeking, that means who is in the path of his own self. So that kind of man. So if he's going to the market, he don't need to be mechanical. He can be aware. Can be only aware of it. A person who is not mechanical means he will be more aware of himself. A person who is more mechanical cannot be more aware of the things. So it means he acts like a robot. See, more than a man, a robot or a mechanical, a machine can do more work than the man, more work than the human being, in fact. So that doesn't mean that the machine is more superior than the human being. But only one thing you need to remember, the machine cannot achieve cannot achieve the awareness or a silence or of its own, the inside nature. It cannot understand. But man can understand. Man can understand. So man can be more aware of himself and he can understand himself. So he can be in the silence. He can try to understand himself. So that quality is different. Machine quality is always different. Machine quality is always mechanical. So in that case, what will happen is, so the quality and the special feature of human being is, friends, it is awareness. If you are really aware of yourself, if you are really aware of yourself, your own real form, if you are really aware of it, then is nothing done, you have achieved it. You'll be achieving everything, my dear friends. So this is the fact. This is the truth. Every one of us, we need to understand. So when we start doing meditation, so the purpose of meditation, we always think in the way that the purpose of the meditation, the aim of the meditation is like, we say that, we all say in the generic words that, it's like achieving the enlightenment or achieving the awakening. Enlightenment, awakening, self-realization, moksha, mukti, all the same words, all are synonymous words. At the same time, so friends, the awareness, alertness, mindfulness, these are the synonym words, the same words. Okay. Now, when we say that the purpose of our meditation is basically enlightenment. So actually, purpose of meditation is nothing. There is no purpose for any kind of a meditation. If there is a purpose for meditation, it is not a meditation, it is some task you are doing with your mind. So there won't be any purpose for a meditation. Meditation means doing nothing, be nothing. Okay, you are just your pure consciousness. Only your pure consciousness exists, right? You are just aware of that. You are in the awareness of that. So what will happen is, so many of times we confused with the words, the meditation, the enlightenment, all these things. So, but what will happen? Always try to understand one thing. Whenever you are doing meditation and you are trying to empty yourself, actually the meditation, the word itself, we say that we are doing it. We are not doing it. It's going to happen. So how it's going to happen? When you are with yourself, when you are with your own nothingness, especially the friends. So always we need to understand one thing. The physical body, looks like the physical body is a grass body, but as such, we are the pure consciousness. We are the energy beings, my dear friends. So if you see that, so what will happen is, when everything is switched off, not even the physical body, no physical body, no mind, no intellect. So that is where what exactly which is existing, which is present that time, that is you. That is your real you. So that is the pure consciousness, my dear friends. So when you really aware of that consciousness, so that is the real purpose of meditation. Meditation means, so being aware of your own true form, my dear friends, not achieving any goal. If at all you keep any goal, so that's again a play of a mind, any goal. For example, you are keeping a goal of becoming enlightened. Again, it becomes a goal. Then you get into the lot of other problems, my dear friends. So it's not easy to come out of all the problems. Even in spirituality, spirituality also, so everybody will have their own ambitions. Again, they are keeping ambitions. In the materialistic world, especially, what happens is you have a lot of physical ambitions. When you achieve it, at least you have some satisfaction. Say that I got lit, I got more money, I got more fame, name, all these things. You'll be behind all that all the time when you are in the pure materialistic world. When you come to the spiritual world, again, having ambitions of a spiritual world is a complete nonsense. We don't need to have no goal, nothing. Your goal is nothing, my dear friends. What is your goal exactly is just realizing of your own self, just realizing of your pure consciousness. That's all the purpose of our human life, my dear friends. So our human life doesn't have any a great goals or great ambitions, first of all. So all this comes to be a materialistic in nature. As long as we are looking at materialistic life, we have many goals, my dear friends. So in fact, try to remember only one thing always. So try to understand one thing. Many of the people in the billions of years, in the thousands of years, so many of the people became millionaires, and they were the great kings. They were the great kings. They achieved everything: name, fame, money, everything they achieved, my dear friends. But if you observe the entire, the society, so who is going to remember those people? Is anybody remembering these people? So who are all achieved the great wealth, and they became so famous and filthy rich, everything, what not everything. So like great kings were there. So Akbar was there, Babur was there, Chhatrapati Shivaji. So many great kings were there. And other than that, there are many more people who lived on this planet Earth for so lakhs of years. People are living on, human beings living on the Earth planet. So thousands of years, so centuries, and millions have passed. Many such kind of the big, the so-called rich people. Everybody was living on this planet, but who is remembering those people? So why they are not remembered? So try to understand one thing. Okay. So they didn't achieve anything which is eternal in nature. They didn't have anything which is eternally present. They never realized that. So as they have not realized that, there's something called the eternal or the eternal thing they didn't achieve. They only achieved the temporary things. The moment they pass away from this planet Earth, everything disappears. Friends, the death is going to kill everything what you have achieved here. So death is going to destroy whatever you achieved so far in materialistic life. So the death is the end of your physical life, and death will destroy, death will spoil, death will remove all the so-called so much, the great, you can say, great assets and great fame, name, everything is killed with the death, my dear friends. So that is why it is not so great that people who have achieved the greatest wealth and the greatest glory on the planet Earth, they are never remembered by the human being. The so-called centuries have passed, nobody remembered these people. But who are remembered in this, on this planet Earth? Which are the names have been continuously, within our heart, within our heart, and within your, always we are reminding ourselves are those people. They have nothing with them, so called they have nothing, a materialistic glory, but they have definitely achieved their own self. They have realized their own self. Such kind of the people like Gautam Buddha, Lao Tzu, or Jesus Christ, or Lord Krishna. So all these people, they have nothing in fact. So you just observe the Gautam Buddha. What exactly happened in his life? He was a great, he was living in the great palace. He came out of the palace, and then he saw some situations which are really disappointing him, and which are raised a lot of questions within his mind. Then he left the palace. He went in search of finding the truth, finding the solution for all this dukkha, all this sadness, all this unhappiness. So then he started researching. He went to many masters. He finally could not get anything by meeting so many people, by trying to learn from many people. Then ultimately, what happened is he forgot everything. Friends, if you want to achieve anything here on this Earth planet, you want to achieve the real, the real realization, or you can say you want to realize yourself. You want to really, know yourself. You know yourself. What you have to do is you don't need to do anything at all. So friends, we can also we can also understand that every one of us really already we are enlightened people. We are enlightened people provided you trust yourself. You are already enlightened person. There's nothing. Enlightenment is a faraway goal, or which is located far distant. Which is very much there within you right now. Which is very much there within you right now, because you are living. You are living, you are alive. The moment you are seeking something, that means you want to achieve something which is somewhere far located, that means you are a dead person. You are already lively dead person, my dear friends. It's not that it is somewhere located. So that's how. So you can't aim for something. Enlightenment cannot be aimed, my dear friends. The meditation goal is not meditation doesn't have any goal. and our life itself is purposelessness. So it doesn't have any purpose. Human life doesn't have any purpose. So it is purposelessness is the correct way. And also the human life, the goal of human life, just to be happy, always in a blissful condition, my dear friends. So there is nothing, there is no reason that why we are unhappy. There is no reason that why we are in the miseries, my dear friends. There is no reason at all. The reason, so why we have to be, why we have to be in the miseries, why we are not, in the blissful condition. There are no reasons at all. So why we have to understand this is we are already that. That means within us that soul consciousness, or you can say our own self, is very much evident, my dear friends. Only thing is we never be at the present moment. We are always trickled with the mind. The mind carries away from the present moment to the all the goals of future, all the past lives. That means all the fears of the whatever the dreadful experience, the past, the past experiences. It takes to the past experience, or otherwise it takes to the future. The fear of the future. All these are always brought by the mind. In fact, otherwise, if there is no mind, if you come to the nothingness, then what happens is that nothingness is you. Already you are there, my dear friends. There is nothing to search anything outside. You are already that. So that means, so if you are aware of, if you are aware of really, so that's why what happens is in our process of doing meditation, in fact, it is not doing meditation, there are the steps involved in order to make you to come to the condition of nothing, my dear friends. So what exactly we try to do is first we'll be becoming aware of our own breath, my dear friends. So when we become aware of our own breath, when we come to the awareness of our own breath, we will be at the present moment. At least for the moment, when we are observing our own breath, we will be always with the present moment. We will be always with the breath. So breath is actually shapeless, formless, and it is no kind of colorless, nothing. So it is just a pure form of the prana. So that's why we are with that. So we are aware of that breath. Then what will happen is slowly, so the mind will evaporate. The mind will vanish, my dear friends. So mind becomes so totally empty. When the mind becomes totally empty, obviously the intellect also doesn't have any work here. The intellect also doesn't have any work here. So then what will happen is the pure consciousness, the pure consciousness will be unfolded. It means we enter into or we become aware of that consciousness or that is of us. So that is of you. So you will be aware of yourself at the moment when you become nothing in the mind. It means the mind evaporates, mind vanishes. Only you are existing there. Your own consciousness, you are already existing within yourself, my dear friends. All the time you are there. All the time, the infiniteness and this pure consciousness is always within yourself. The only thing is you are going far, and you are going far, and you are traveling too distant away and not searching within yourself. You are going outside and keep on searching for, you go to this master, that master, and trying to meet them and take the so-called preaching, so-called blessing, so-called the asirvad, all these things. You are keep on trying for achieving something which is on the other side, outside, which is never going to happen, my dear friends. So which is already existing within you. That's what I'm telling. And every master told the same thing, which is already you are that. You are that. Only thing is kill your mind. Just take away your mind. Everything is unfolded to you. Everything comes in front of you, and you become that. That becomes you. So that's what we call it as a awakening process. We also call it as a enlightenment process, my dear friends. So this is how what we need to do, my dear friends. So we don't need to search anything outside. Just become aware of your breath. Then it takes you to the nothingness. It takes you to the nothingness. In the nothingness, everything is there. In the nothingness, the infiniteness is there. The nothingness is exactly you. There's nothing else. So these moments will come to everybody, my dear friends. If you enter into this process of the awareness of the breath, if you start with the awareness of the breath, then you end up with the nothingness. So the nothingness is you, that definitely you have one day, other day, everybody will get realization of this. The moment you get realization of that, what will happen is you merge into the universe, my dear friends. So what will happen when you get the realization, what exactly the kind of experience the great masters, every one of us achieved is. So once you get this realization of nothingness of your own self, when you got realized, so when you're walking, your walking will be the kind of, your walking itself is a awareness, and you are eating and you are sleeping, everything will be an awareness, my dear friends. So in fact, what happens is, if you are, when you're sleeping also, you are aware of it. It means, so even the sleeping, you are aware of it, what exactly it is, what exactly the sleep is going on. So that is the kind of awareness. So the same way, so you're walking, that becomes awareness. When you realize yourself, the way how you lead your life, it becomes such a way that everything, every teeny thing, smallest thing what you do, right? So it's a, whatever you do, whatever the way the life you lead, it becomes a great awareness. That is the infinite awareness comes into your own being, my dear friends. So you become infinitely aware of everything what you are doing. So that's how. So friends, what will happen is, so in the especially, so the great masters, all the great masters experience this kind of awareness, the infinite awareness, my dear friends. At the same time, the awareness brings intelligence, my dear friends. The intelligence. So basically, so we think that, all the great masters like Lord Krishna and Gautam Buddha, Mahavir, and the Kabir, Sant Kabir, all the great masters. In fact, they're all the great intelligent beings. Where the intelligence, my dear friends? Intelligence is the soul quality. Intelligence exists in the soul consciousness. Intelligence, the supreme intelligence. In fact, so try to understand. Just you see this entire the creation. So that itself will indicate you the supreme has got the infinite intelligence, my dear friends. So what kind of how many kind of animals are there? How many kind of trees are there? What number of galaxies, number of stars, number of universes? If you try to observe all these things, you find the greatest intelligence of supreme power, my dear friends. The same thing exists with the same intelligence. In fact, the equal to the supreme power. That's why we always say, Swami Vivekananda also says, the entire universe is within yourself. Do not search outside anything for any solution. That's what he says. It means, my dear friends, the intelligence of supreme power, the entire supreme intelligence, it does also exist within us. Only we realize, whenever we become nothing, then only you can realize. Otherwise, you won't understand. We never understand that kind of intelligence, my dear friends. That is why the awareness leads to intelligence. The awareness leads to awakening without any question in the mind, my dear friends. So that's how what happens, friends. All these great masters are are still remembered in our hearts every day, day in, day out. All these great masters are remembered, but they never did anything so-called great materialistic achievement. So-called, they are materialistically not fame, not having money, not having anything. So such kind of materialistic things are not achieved by them. Still, what they achieved is they achieved nothing. Just because they achieved nothing, and they become self-realized people, enlightened people, what happens is, so that's called the total enlightenment, the total awareness. The total awareness leads to total enlightenment, and small awareness leads to small enlightenment, my dear friends. Now, all these great masters are totally aware of themselves. That's why they are totally enlightened people. That is how this entire world, still now, they are remembering them. They are remembering every great master. In fact, you see, Jesus Christ is also remembered, and Lord Krishna, we always remember every day. After thousands of years passed, still we are remembering. After the yugas are passed, we are remembering their names. So, can you remember any of the one great materialistically very rich person? Could you remember one name? We can we remember? Can we pray him, or can we at least internally can we say that? We never say that because we don't need them. What? Why? Whom you need? Whom you need is the people who have realized the truth. The people who have enlightened. The people who are enlightened. They have reached to the nothingness. Those are remembered for yugas. My dear friends, now, future, past, everywhere, every time, they are remembered so well, my dear friends, because they are aware of everything. They are having the infinite awareness within them. So the infinite awareness leads to infinite intelligence, my dear friends. The infinite awareness leads to the awakening also. The awakening nothing but the self-realization, and awakening nothing but the so-called enlightenment, awakening nothing but they become liberated and become a liberated soul. So, my dear friends, so likewise, so everybody who is first start with a breath awareness, then comes to the nothingness, then comes to the infinite intelligence. You get infinite intelligence within you, right? So that infinite intelligence is the quality of your soul, my dear friends, right? So the same thing. So once you get nothingness, then you will be aware of yourself. First of all, you will be aware of yourself. Then you will also be aware of all the surroundings of you. That means the entire nature, you will become aware of that also. So when you become aware of all the surroundings, all the whatever the your surroundings, and then all the life beings, everything become aware of it, then you are totally enlightened person, my dear friends. You become a totally enlightened person. For example, you can see, let me quote an example here. One of the real story, what exactly happened in the life of Socrates, my dear friends. The Socrates was so highly aware, highly aware person. It means he's an enlightened person having a highest amount of awareness within him. Just to understand that, I'm trying to explain this. So just go through this, this small incident, the whatever in his own real life it has happened, then you will understand what is the value of awareness, how an enlightened person or a realized master is having infinite awareness. So what happened is the Socrates was teaching all this, the great philosophical teachings throughout the Greek country. Then what happened? Those days, the rulers of the Greek country, they are declared, and they decided that this man has to be finished. This man has to be killed. Otherwise, he's going to, they change the society. It's going to bring a lot of, the change in the youth of that nation. So that's why they decided, and they passed the order in the court. In the court, directly they passed that this person has to be removed. So then what happened? They already decided one particular date, right? One particular date. So on that date, what they are going to do is they are going to give the poison to him. Okay. So they have decided to give the poison and kill him. So he has to, whatever the poison, they come and bring in the bowl, he has to drink it, and then he has to die. So this is the punishment they decided. The court of judge has decided, my dear friends. So now what happened is, all his friends, so he has got so many friends. So of course his entire life was completely philosophy. So he was a person, so having so much, the nothingness with him, and he was already achieved nothingness, and he was completely within himself. He was living, and he was on doing a lot of philosophical discussions with many of the people. Likewise, he has got the great followers also, like Aristotle, Plato, all these great, the followers also are there. They're also telling him, so just escape from this country and go out and live somewhere else, so that this so-called the punishment will be, you can escape the punishment. He said, no, I am not interested. I am interested to experience the death. I am so excited to experience the death. Just imagine a enlightened master. You want to experience. That means you want to be aware of while dying also, my dear friends. At the time of death also, you want to be so aware of how the death process is going to take place. Imagine the kind of awareness what is going to maintain. So then what happens? So by the way, anyway, the date is coming nearby, and then so the poison has to be given. The person who is mixing the poison, the whatever the prison official, so he was doing that, and then he was delaying. In fact, he was delaying, and then Socrates was asking him, why you're delaying? What is the reason? So the man told that you are a so good man, so I want to delay your death. He said that no need to delay. I want to experience the death. I'm so excited. Please bring it faster. Don't delay. So this is the way he's telling it. So he's telling him that means you can imagine what kind of awareness he's having even at the time of the death. So this is a kind of awareness, my dear friends. So it may be death, but death is also an experience, isn't it? Death is also an experience for the physical. For the physical body will go. Only the physical body will go. But for a soul, what happens is it makes a different journey. It just go to the from this side to the other side, but it's in a journey, and even at the time of the journey also, you want to be aware of it. Or the time of the last instance of the death, you want to be aware how the body is vacated, how his own soul is vacating the body, You want to be aware of that instant also, my dear friends. So that is the kind of the how the masters will be so aware of everything what happens, my dear friends. Many of the times, what we do, so in the physical life, for everything that we react, for everything we react. We never accept anything. My dear friends, try to understand one thing. If you are really the person with a great awareness, you must accept everything. Whatever the nature gives, whatever the Paramatma gives in your life, it is difficulties, it is a great success, it is a sorrow, it is a botheration, it is a humility, it is a blame, let it be anything, my dear friends. Just accept. You need to accept. If you are a person with the greatest awareness, definitely you must accept whatever it comes across your life, my dear friends. So once you do that, when you really accept everything, what will happen is your life will flow. That means so that the type of awareness what you have, so that will continue, and then what will happen? The intelligence flowering within you, my dear friends. The intelligence, the kind of intelligence within you, it is going to flower. So that's what the need of that is the aim of you can say that's the purpose of every life of of human being, my dear friends. So human life, the purpose is flowering the consciousness, the flowering the highest awareness within everybody. So it has to be done on one day or other day in one life, the any other life, my dear friends. Otherwise, you keep coming here and going back because you never identified yourself. You never know who are you first of all. If you question yourself, who am I? Who are you? If these questions cannot be answered, there's nothing which you are doing here. There's nothing which great thing you are achieving on this earth planet, my dear friends. Your journey becomes a waste journey. Your life journey is going to be completely wasteful until unless you question. Once you put a question of who am I, then if you are able to identify the answer, if you are able to, you're already able to identify yourself. That is the journey, successful journey, I can say, such a successful journey of life, of human life, we can say, my dear friends. So that is why all the time we have to be completely contented, completely happy within ourselves. Whatever happens, whatever is received by us in this life, out of any situations we are, but we never need to forget of our own identity, my dear friends. Our identity is nothingness, right? So many times what happened, you are confused. Enlightenment means something is going to be the human, like enormous, or something is going to be something very great thing is going to happen. In fact, there's nothing is going to happen. If you are an enlightened person, means you are in the nothingness. You are in the complete Brahmanda, so the complete nothingness, vast nothingness, my dear friends. So once you became nothing, and once you become a part of the vast nothing, that is the huge nothingness is there. So which is nothing but a nature, or I can say Paramatma, or a godliness, whatever you say. So once you become one, that means you achieve the oneness with that. Then what happens is that is nothing but a enlightenment. So never ever confuse with the word of enlightenment that you are going to get something else. You are going to get the great powers. You are going to get the great siddhis. All this is not going to be part of the enlightenment. Your total enlightenment. Whenever we say total enlightenment means your total awareness you achieve. You achieve the supreme, you achieve the total intelligence, my dear friends. You achieve the total awareness, then total intelligence, and the total enlightenment. So these things are all connected each other, my dear friends. So that is why what we need to do, we need to remember always one thing. So there's no goal for the human life. If you keep any goal, it is going to be materialistic in nature. It is not going to be spiritualistic, friends. So if you say a spiritualistic means you have no goalless. That means the human life with respect to spirituality, with respect to the realization, when you speak about you are a goalless, your life is goalless, your life is purposelessness, my dear friends. Being always in Ananda, being always in the blissfulness, that is your true nature, my dear friends. That is your true nature. Never forget that. Never forget and never get into the mind, the games of the mind, and the trickiness of the mind. So once you go into that, that is why what happens. Many of the lives we are taking, every time we are coming here and going back. Every time we are coming here, that means in every life we born as a soul. Our soul has born as a physical body here on that planet. Then we lead complete life and we waste the life completely, my dear friends. You may be a poet, you may be a great singer, you may be a great musician, you may be a great sport person. How does it matter until unless you never understood about yourself? You lived with the great richness, you live to the great, the luxuries, you live to the great people, and you got a great name, you got a great fame. Everything is killed with the death, my dear friends. When everything is killed with the death, how do you say that they are greater always? They are never greater. They are all the temporary things which are going to be ended by your death itself. So that is why what need to be achieved then? It means we have to achieve something which is going to be eternally present. So that is why you see Gautam Buddha and Lord Mahavira and Lord Krishna, Sant Kabir, all are remembered for a continuously so many centuries, we are remembering them. They're all in the hearts of every person now. In the Earth planet, they are in the hearts of so many people, millions of crores of people, my dear friends. What is that the great thing they achieved? They didn't achieve anything. They have achieved nothingness. So when they achieve nothingness, they have so much value means you understand, you always understand that nothingness is a reality, that nothingness is a permanentness, nothingness is a permanence. So all else is a temporary things. Whichever temporary things, how much ever greater they are killed with your death. They are killed with the destruction of the so-called the society or whatever it may be, friends. So all this will be destructed. They will be destroyed, right? So in that case, what is not destroyed, what is not touched by anything within you, which is there, you are that already. So that is called nothingness. That is called consciousness. That is called soul. That is called Brahma, Brahmananda. That is called Brahman. So we call it the many names, my dear friends. But so that is what we need to achieve. That is our purpose of our human life. When you understand the real purpose of your human life, our purpose of human life with respect to materialistic life. So if you see, if you see with respect to spiritualistic life, so what will happen is the purpose of life is purposelessness, and purpose of our human life is always in the blissful state. Being in nothingness, being in nothing state, nothingness is the purpose of a human life. That's why we call it as it doesn't have any materialistic goals at all the materialistic goals are a temporary, which are going to be vanished at any moment of time, my friends. So, like this, if you try to understand, so the human life starts from so that means a spiritual life or enlightened person. You want to become an enlightened person. You want to reach to the enlightenment, the total enlightenment. You have to start with the breath awareness. So that's what we have taught even in the course of the Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga. You already might have gone through the Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga. Otherwise, you go through the video again. So the clear description is there. The complete discussion is there, right from the what so-called asana, pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyana, then samadhi sthiti. So these are the 6 steps, my dear friends. All the 6 steps you have to observe. The step by step, when we are going into the step by step, when you follow it, what will happen, you finally the breath what you are observing, that means the asana you take is Sthira Sukhasana, then comes to the Sukhamaya Pranayama, that is breath awareness. You start the breath awareness. So with the breath awareness, what happens? So slowly you enter into the deeper layers of your own consciousness, my dear friends. So when you enter into the deeper layers of your own consciousness, what will happen is then your nothingness, you are in the nothingness at that point of time. So slowly, what happened? You enter into the highest, the deepest consciousness state. So wherein, so you are completely one with the consciousness, one with the supreme intelligence, my dear friends. So that is how what happened is you get into the fully enlightened, fully enlightened being. So that's what happens at the time of samadhi. So as per the Patanjali Ashtanga Yoga, so yeah, as you keep following these steps, so of course, it's not that you are following, it's that happening automatically. When you are with the breath awareness, so everything else will happen, my dear friend. That is why we always in PSSM, Mahavatar Foundation, always we try to stress upon only breath awareness. That means become aware, be a witness of your own breath. That's all enough. Everything else, all else, whatever all the other things, whatever we say, until the achieving nothingness, until you become nothingness, completely nothingness, until you get total enlightenment, everything happens by default without knowing you, my dear friends. Without knowing you, the reason is your mind is already killed. By the time you become aware of your breath, then enter into the deepest layers of consciousness with the breath awareness, breath will also go, then you enter into the nothingness, that still condition, and that is where the complete the pure conscious state, that is where your mind is also evaporated. When there is no mind, so when there is no mind, you never know, or you never know that, I achieved this. That means your subconscious mind is there, of course, but your conscious mind is already killed. Okay, it's already evaporated or vanished, my dear friends. So now you are purely in the nothing state. You are one with the existence, my dear friends. You become one with the existence. That is called samadhi sthiti. Every one of us will achieve the samadhi sthiti. So the people who are achieve the people, that means the practitioners or meditators who are going to achieve this nothingness, the vast nothingness, or so-called the complete infinite nothingness, war is going to achieve. They become one with the existence. So they are called, they achieve the samadhi sthiti. These are going to be remembered by the centuries further, my dear friends. These people are going to be remembered, for the state of achievement, what they get. So they are going to be remembered for the centuries are going to come. They will be remembered. They are never forgotten, my dear friends. So this is what you need to understand. That is the importance of nothingness. Okay. So not that you gained so much money, so many properties, so many people, you have great well-wishers, and you are appraised, and you are so much thing. All these are completely killed by the death. A single one instance or one incident is going to remove everything from your life, my dear friends. You are nowhere, you are nowhere remembered. In the next so many years are coming, so many centuries are coming, you are nowhere remembered. But the person who has got nothingness, who has achieved nothingness, is going to be remembered for millions of years, which are going to come back, which are going to come in the future, my dear friends. So that is why, so knowing the importance of nothingness, knowing the importance of this awakening, knowing the importance of enlightenment, we all must be practicing our meditation. Of course, meditation, at the same time, I'm trying to stress upon again, meditation. For the meditation, you try not keeping any goal. So that's not going to be meditation, my dear friends. In meditation, I have to achieve this. In meditation, I have to achieve this. So we say, in general, we say, right? But so in fact, truly speaking, meditation doesn't have any goal. It is goalless. Okay. If any goal is there, again, it becomes a mind activity. It's a play of mind, my dear friends. So when it is a play of your soul, your consciousness, it doesn't have any goal at all. There is no goal at all. There is nothing. There is no goal. There is nothing to achieve here. So the only thing is, we want to. We all discuss, and we all trying to know that I want to know myself. That's all. We want to know. If you want to know yourself, who is stopping you? Who is stopping you? You are already there within you, within your physical body. Within your physical body, there is already existing the consciousness, or the soul consciousness, or nothingness, that vast nothingness. The soul consciousness very much exists within you. But who is stopping you not to realize that? So only your mind is stopping that. And your mind has got the different goals altogether. So that is why it never allow you to experience that nothingness within you, to experience that consciousness within you. That is why we have to forego the mind slowly by becoming aware of your breath. Slowly, that mind will be forgotten. The mind will be melted. So when the mind is melted, then what exactly exists? That is you. That is exactly what you are. So then, where are you going to search, my dear friends? Whom you are going to ask? What for you are asking? What is your search outside, in the outside world? What for you are searching? Where do you get the answers? You won't get anywhere, because nothing is there outside, my dear friends. Everything is within you. So you have to go inside. You have to search inside only, not the outside, my dear friends. So that is an intelligent being does. Any intelligent person. So that means when you become an enlightened person, you are a most intelligent person. You are a infinite intelligence person. You are an intelligent infinite person, my dear friends. So that's how what happens is, so the whatever so-called our great munis and rishis, so because they already achieved nothingness, and they are one with the existence. What happens now, through them, Vedas, scriptures, Upanishads, and so-called so many great inventions have come to the earth planet, my dear friends, because they are already living in the nothingness. They don't have any materialistic goals. Since they have no materialistic goals, their mind is already in nothingness. They achieve nothingness already. Through them, the greatest technology on this earth planet is brought down. They were knowing all about the great 9 planets theory. They were knowing centuries back, my dear friends. Who knows what kind of instrument was there? There's nothing. That is how we need to understand one thing is this nothingness, the vast intelligence, what we say. So this is very much there within us already. Only thing is we are not aware of that. So that is why first become aware of your breath, then slowly you become aware of that infinite intelligence which is already existing within you. You don't need to search for anything outside. Everything comes from inside. Everything will be generated from inside, from your own inside. Everything comes, my dear friends. Whatever you are looking for, okay, whatever you are looking for, everything comes from inside. They don't need to worry about all other things outside, my dear friends. So, friends, with this understanding, okay, this understanding, so every one of us become highest amount of one infinite awareness. We have to get it with the infinite awareness. It means by becoming aware of our breath, the very smooth and tranquil breath, which we are going to be aware every day we are practicing that. In fact, after the session, we are going to practice the awareness of our breath. That's all you need to do. You don't need to keep any goal. You forget about all the goals, materialistic, spiritual goals. In fact, spiritual goals also is wrong. Again, you are increasing, you are suffering already in the materialistic world, and then you are going into the spiritual world. Again, you are suffering. What for your suffering? What for your searching again in the spiritual world? In the spiritual world also, spiritual journey also, you are trying to search for something else. I want to become this. I want to get this kundalini. I want to get this, so-called so many things. All these things, of course, it will come. It will happen. First, become nothing. You become nothing. You become one with the existence. That is within. That is definitely the great. The great gift given to you. You can do that as an individual entity, as an individual soul. You can definitely become that. You are already becoming. Every night you are becoming, my dear friends. Every night you are becoming one with the existence. That is in the form of sleep. But you are unconscious that time. Now, in the process of meditation, you are consciously getting into the nothingness, becoming aware of everything, whatever going to happen, you are going to remember that. So, friends, what will happen is now, when you are conscious and doing this, then what will happen? Obviously, you are going to enter into nothingness. So that is the aim of human life, my dear friends. Not that having spiritual goals. So different goals you keep it, and then if you don't achieve it, you are suffering again. So that means the suffering is not left to you. The suffering, either you are in materialistic life or in the spiritual life, your suffering is always existing with you. Is it required? Is it required to keep any goals in the spiritual life? No way. Only the goal of your spiritual life, spiritual journey is to become nothing. That's all we need to remember, my dear friend.